What is up? We got a thumbs up in Facebook already. All right.
We are Mike and Michelle.
Hey, we are Luvy's Fat Life. The fat stands for food and travel. Yeah, I jacked it up already. We still ain't got this down. This is episode 25 for us. We're one behind Beach Please. They started, I think, a week before us. I think 1 week we did two, actually. We did the Down Under Cruisers and the Helping Hands for Cruising. So we actually got two in on that week. But we missed a week when we went to Orlando, Universal. So yeah, it equals out. So we are, so a lot going on tonight. We got great guests, Griswold, Family Vacay coming on. We have our very first What's Cooking segment. I'm really excited about that.
Yes, I am too.
Just to give you a heads up, if you're wanting to know how do I be a part of that, how can I have a chance to be on there? What we're doing is on our Facebook group. If you post pictures of your cooking or videos of your cooking, that's a great place. And then also we have a Marco Polo for just What's Cooking. And there are some like 30-some members on there, and they do some great cooking on there. And there's several in this chat right here now that are part of that just flat out tear it up.
Yes.
And man, great tips. It's it's smoking meat, it's grilling, it's griddling, it's cooking in the kitchen.
You name it.
And I tell you what, I get hungry every day watching that, and I come home like, man, I'm supposed to be on a diet, but I saw somebody do that and I want to do it,
Yes. He gives me all kinds of ideas that we're going to do on the weekends.
Yeah. So I posted it today in the Cooking Marco Polo that on the way home that there's this chicken teriyaki chicken, shrimp, and you put it on the griddle wherever you want to cook it at. But then you cut a pineapple in half, you core that out, scoop it out, fry the pineapple as well, and the chicken and shrimp teriyaki, and then you put it back in that as like a serving bowl. And man, it looks great.
It looks so good.
Has anybody ever tried that before?
Yeah, we're interested to see how you did it.
Right.
And how well it turned out. So
another big thing, and again, we'll go through here in a second, say hey to everybody in chat. Hey, give our moderators in blue some love. Thank you guys for keeping us safe. And anybody in here, you've got to give them the axe. You just go ahead and give them the axe. We'll
keeping the peace.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. Luckily, we haven't had a lot of issues with that, but yeah, thank you guys. And also tell you right up front, if you're a creator, travel agent, supporter, let's put hashtag that in the comments here, and we're getting ready to call out some people along the way. Some other exciting news for us this week was I got this email Monday. It's actually happened Sunday night into Monday. So I got this email, and a couple of people know this. Not a lot of people know it. And it was from this pool pump company that said, hey, I saw one of your videos on YouTube, and I was just curious if you would like to work out a partnership with us and do a review of one of our pumps, and we'll send it to you. And then, I thought it was just a bunch of junk, somebody playing, making fun or goofing. So I started thinking about it more, and I started talking to some people in a Marco Polo that we belong to. And one of the guys said, you ought to dig into it a little bit more and see if they're legit, number one. But number two, it goes on your resume for your channel that, you may have some sponsorship or something like that. So dug into it a little bit more behind the scenes and kind of found out they were legit. They said that all you have to do is cut a video. And believe it or not, we have 3 videos on stock tank pools. I mean, we are a food and travel channel, and we've got 3 videos on stock tank pools, and 2 of them have over 16,000 views on them. Stock tank pools the last 2 years have been hot. Hillbilly pool, redneck pool,
we
whatever.
Love ours.
We love ours. Michelle gets out there and lays in it and cools down and gets some sun, and Anthony likes playing in it. But this is the big news. So they said, yeah, we'll send you a pump. All you got to do is cut a video for us if you like it, and it's yours. You keep it. And we got some other things we'll probably send you, down the road to do a review on. Just cut us a video and send us the link on it. So I told them, behind the scenes, I was like, well, if I don't like the product, I'm not going to tell everybody I like it. And that's not who I am. If I review it and it stinks, I'll tell them I don't like it. I'm not cutting the video, and I'll send it back to them. But they told me, I kind of still thought, well, this is just a joke. It's not real. And lo and behold, Wednesday, Anthony goes, took a picture of it and sent it to Michelle and
What
said,
is this?
"What is this pump that we got that was sent to us?" He thought it was an Amazon toy or something for him, but yeah, it's legit. So the name
they were like lickety split getting it to us too.
Yeah, they got it to us on a Wednesday, and I talked to them on a Monday, and I think they actually tried to deliver it on Tuesday. You can buy this pump on Amazon. They shared the link to us. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be cutting a video on a pool pump, and we'll put that under our playlist for stock tank pools.
Yes.
But we'll be able to use this thing, I think, to number one, empty the pool out. Number two, to clean the pool.
Yes.
And then I've got some stagnant water out here anyway. We got to get rid of that. We'll try it out on that too. So we're working out a partnership with a new company, and we'll post the name of that company. I think it's a Chinese company. I can't even pronounce it. It's like LNCIZ or something. We'll post it later on when we cut the video. But that's kind of cool.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Exciting.
I'm hoping, like, if anybody here knows anybody from Oklahoma Joe, Blackstone, the Big Green Egg, RecTech, any of those companies, tell them about us. Send us a grill. We'll try them out. Yes, a shameless plug. But yeah, we'll do it. But we all are only going to give our honest review on anything. That's all we ever do. If it stinks, I'm not going to do a video for it.
Absolutely.
I'll just send it back to them.
All
but
right.
Hey, we got to run to the chat real quick. We're already 9 after, and we got to start our segment.
Yes.
So who all we got in here? Okay, we got Billy Sparks. Hey, Billy, I hope you're doing well. I heard you just had a little procedure recently, so hopefully that went well. Cindy Spiker and Doug Spiker, how you doing, Spikers? Miss Sarah from Q's Cruisers, man, she was awesome. Her and Bob, I love Bob. I think I got a man crush on Bob now. I'm sorry, Mike Rodriguez. I think I'm switching over to Bob. I love Bob's. Bob has like the greatest like drone footage. I love it. I just actually love it. Danny, how are you doing from Griswold Family Vacay? I'm glad you're here so you can pull us out of this sewage we're in. Anthony Simone, the #1 ranked moderator in the nation. Always on the move. Josh, how are you doing? Let's see. We've got Nightbot in here. Meg W, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you in here. Beach Please, Mike and Betsy, how are y'all doing? Good to see you in here as well. We got Tom and Nana from KY Travelers. How are y'all doing? Who else we got? We had the Gaylors in here earlier. We got the Traveling Gilberts in here. We got Miss Holly, Miss Perfect Hair. Love her hair. Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel. How are you doing? Who else we got in here? And again, Bill, how are you doing? I missed some earlier. I apologize because the chat jumped way down.
Wow.
Let me spit it out. Mr. Kenneth Oaks, Foreman, how are you doing? Good to see you in here. And who else? Miss Nautical Nurse Nancy. I think she is the nicest creator in the community. I know there's 2 or 3 other ones right there with her, but she's pretty darn nice.
She is always the sweetest person.
We are. We're throwing some big prayers up for you, Miss Nurse Nancy, because I know you had some maybe ligament damage, I think you said, to your knee, but we are definitely keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. Josh from Always on the Move, how you doing? Mr. Golden Voice himself, Paul Vines, him and Just Dave have got the greatest voices, I tell you. Who else we got in here? Dan Zolch, how you doing, Dan? Good to see you in here, brother. There's the Gaylors. Hey, John, how you doing? I hope your wife's doing well, too. Mr. Honey, the beach life in here. I feel blessed and highly privileged right now. Good to see you in here. Look at this new logo. Hey, some of these guys, if these are channels I've been calling out, go sub to them. I mean, the beach life, I love that logo he's got now. It does remind you of the Ocean Pacific stuff back in the day. Traveling with Nick P. How you doing in here? Good to see you in here, brother. Who else we got in here? I'm going to miss somebody. And then we got to jump into the cooking segment. Love all this communication back and forth. I love it. You guys say hey to each other. If you hadn't had a chance, smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. But I think a lot of you are in here. Great to see this conversation going. I think we're down to the end. Mr. Artie himself. So if Peg's in there, hey, Miss Peg. Hey, MGM and Lucy, how you doing? All right. So we got through that, right?
Yes.
I feel like Tony when he's on the caffeine and all that. I got to get a drink here. I don't like that thing. All right, so we're going to play our new intro. This is a new intro, and we'll be changing this down the road. But this is our what's cooking segment that we'll do every week. And we're going to let you look at this, and then we're going to talk a little bit, and then we'll show you the actual person that is week one, the winner, I guess so-called, the winner of week one of what's cooking. Let's do this thing. Where's it at, Michelle? Help me out. Help me out. Oh, the one that says what's cooking intro.
Yeah.
That one.
And now it's time for What's Cooking?
I am so hungry. What's cooking?
What's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
Hey, Grandma, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
What's cooking? Hey, what's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
Get in my belly!
What's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
Let me tell you something, Mike Loveless. You're gonna know what's cooking, brother.
Thank you. All those that came on Marco Polo and said, what's cooking? Thank you for that. We will add to that along the way ever so many weeks.
Entertaining.
Yeah, I was entertained with it. I mean, hey, what's cooking, right? I mean, we had Alf. Who remembers Alf? You might be showing my age there, right?
Yes.
Like Anthony Simone, you probably don't know who Alf is.
No.
Go back and look him up. He was pretty cool. He did eat cats, though, so if you like cats.
Oh, I don't remember.
Didn't he eat cats? I can't remember.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah, he ate
Come
some
on.
kind of pet, and everybody freaked out over it.
Okay.
But
Next.
all right. So our week one winner, I'm going to play the video for it. Now, this is about a 5-minute video, but it's kind of funny and comical at the same time. So number one, you're going to see who won. And then number two, they're going to give you the recipe. So this is awesome. And
Can't wait.
you can go back and rewind this later on and write the recipe down, but it's pretty killer. So here we go. This is week one winner.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, Brenda, country gravy is my favorite gravy. Love it. And Mike, the kids are coming to today, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to make your premiere, but we'll definitely try. But anyway, here are the beans, but we will catch the replay for sure. Here are the beans this morning. They're not ready yet. They're going to cook for about 3 more hours, but you'll see the juice is thickening up. I'm going to add more sausage, and then I'll also add a little more juice. But I have to kind of let this cook down so I can taste it to see, where the levels are. But here's the beans.
And here's the finished product.
Product.
Wow. Those beans look really good. Mouth-watering.
Teresa, that does look unbelievably good.
Must have been good.
Hey, Luvy. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to give you the recipe as best I can. Okay, so you start out, you dice your onion. You use either 2 small or 1 large. I use about 1.5 to 2 pounds of beans. So we're talking like a really large. So 2 medium or a really large onion. Bell pepper. And about 3 ribs of celery. I like to use the leaves of the celery as well. It gives it good flavor. Chop all that up. And I do it different ways. Sometimes I will brown it in butter before I put it in the crock pot, but sometimes I just throw it all in. Just depends on how I'm feeling, what mood I'm in. But so that's your trinity, and then you're also going to add a couple of cloves of garlic to that. And then I pre-make my chicken stock. I usually have chicken stock in the refrigerator. I will use the canned if I don't have it, but it's so much better if it's pre-made. So I will throw the frozen chicken stock in there in the crock pot, and I will let that cook just a little bit. Night before, I guess I should go back. So the night before, or that morning, at least for about 8 hours, I soak my beans, rinse them, and then soak them again. So they're sitting and they're just drying out while all that is kind of cooking down together. And then I will turn it off, let it cool, put my beans in, and they sit for a little bit, a few hours. And then I'll turn it back on. I'll turn it on high for a little while. I will add a little, Lord, lost my train of thought. I'll add 1 packet of sausage. I like we have Hatton's here. I like Richard. I use Richard's mainly. And then I like the Conica or the Kaneka. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I will usually put 1 packet of that first in there, and I don't brown it. I put it in there just to start cooking down to give it the flavor, because it has a really nice smoky flavor. And then I'm going to add a little pinch of red pepper flakes, of course, salt and pepper. If I've got a ham hock, see, I'm all over the place. If I have a ham hock, I will throw that in with the liquid at the very beginning and let that cook for a little while, but then I take that out because I don't like too heavy of a ham hock flavor in there. And then I add sweet basil, some red pepper flakes, I forgot. See? Told you. Can't remember it. I'm going to have to go back and look. But that cooks all down until it cooks for at least 10 hours. While that's cooking, I will take some more sausage and I will pan it. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to start this whole thing over. First thing I forgot is my secret ingredient is pan sausage. After I add the beans in, before I start the long cooking process, I will add, and I like the store-made pan sausage if I can get it. If I can't, I'll use Jimmy Dean or Old Folks or whatever. I'll add some medium spice pan sausage to it. It gives it such a nice flavor. It cooks down so much you really don't even notice it's there once everything is cooked. So when that's almost done cooking, I will brown some sausage. The Richards and the Conica sausage, I'll brown that, and then I throw that in, and I also add some bacon grease that I keep in the refrigerator. All that cooks and melts down together, and it's just pure deliciousness. That's what it is. And you serve it over rice and with cornbread, or eat it by itself, ever how you want to eat it. Okay, that was long and just all over the place. Sorry about that. You can use some main ingredients.
Hey, thank you, Teresa. I may even put this on the video tomorrow night. So it's a lot easier for me to play that than to try to list all that. But thank you so much. And it looked killer. It really does. I love some good. What do you actually call that? Is it red beans and rice? Is that what you call it? Or you call it a chili? Or what do you call it?
Nope, it is red beans and rice. Not even close to chili at all. It looks like it, but it's definitely not even close to it. It's red beans and rice. It's a good old Louisiana Southern dish. Everywhere you go, every Southern restaurant you go to, if they have home cooked food, they sell it. But none of them, I tell you, none of them taste as good as mine. Just saying.
Oh,
So
man. What did y'all think about that? Miss Teresa. Man, and Ronnie, it's Father's Day, and she asked him what does he want to be cooked, and he said red beans and rice.
And that is a long process.
That is a 2-day process, but it looks so
intensive,
good.
yes.
What do y'all think in the chat? What do you think about that? Hey,
so good.
It's going to be hard to keep Miss Nana, Miss Brenda out of being in here multiple weeks, but
it won't take her long to get in
no,
there.
it was a tough competition this week between there was a lot of great things that were put in there, but it was awesome. So thank you, Teresa. And what we're going to do with this is for the next 4 to 8 weeks, we're going to write down everybody's name. And then finally, after about 6, 7, 8 weeks, we're going to draw a prize winner for those that were on here. So, hey, if you want to join our Marco Polo, hit me up on Facebook and Messenger, and I can give you the link to jump on that if you belong to Marco Polo. But even if you don't have time to say anything on Marco Polo, just listening to what is being said is awesome. I'll tell you that. So, hey, we got to get into our next part.
Yes.
I hope you guys like that. We'll try to cut down the time of that next time, but hearing Miss Teresa talk about it was just, it was worth 6-7 minutes, right? And those red beans and rice look so good. And also that homemade, I saw it in the background, that homemade cornbread. I saw that back there too. I saw it back there. So, hey, we're going to do an intro for Mr. Danny, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's going to be in the chat. So get your questions ready for Danny and Griswold, and maybe even Landon may come on here. Maybe be able to ask him some questions. So here's the Griswold family vacay intro. Hey, Danny, what's going on?
Hey, not much. How are you guys?
Doing great,
well.
man. That video clip there looks like you had a lot of fun in the sun, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was
How far back did I go on those pictures?
Jeez. Well, Lanning's 8, so about 7.5, maybe 8 years. A lot of those pictures, he looked pretty small. So.
Right. Yeah. Hey, so Danny, Griswold family vacay. A lot of people in here already know you. You're in the cruising community and travel community and RV community and just everywhere. It seems like you're always a great supporter of the community. There may be some people in here tonight that doesn't know your channel.
Okay.
We always ask everybody, hey, tell us a little bit about your channel, how you got started, and just give us some background.
All right. So first off, thank you guys so much for having us. We really appreciate being here. It's hard to compete with a pot of beans, but we'll try our best. But
well, you know, that would say you're number 2, right? Or
number 2, definitely number 2. Yeah.
Those beans.
Blaine was saying something about number 2 and those beans, but anyways, our channel started mainly because of our kids, mainly because of Adric, our oldest. He's 14. He ever since he was small, like Lannon's age. Anytime we would go anywhere, he'd want to make a video of it and put it on YouTube. And I never did. I'd put it like on Facebook or whatever for our friends to see and stuff like that. And then one day we were like, what the heck? Let's just try it. So we actually did that. Our very first vlog that we put out onto our channel was on board the Carnival Vista, March of 2019, spring break. That was our very first video. And then the whole year, 2019, we just occasionally put out videos, and that was it, just for people to watch on our YouTube channel. And then our first live stream was Easter of 2020, and it was a Kahoot. We used to host Kahoots like all the time on our channel, and that was our very first live stream was Kahoot from Easter of 2020. And ever since, that's the time that I say that we truly got started with YouTube as far as like being serious and doing live streams and stuff like that. But the reason behind the channel is just because of the boys. Really, it's just something that they wanted to do, and so we just finally did it. And hopefully, this will be something that I can leave to them. Our channel is something that I can leave. Like I'm in charge of it like right now. They help me out, but this is something that I want to be able to pass on to them. Just to have memory. Our motto is take time to make memories. So basically we just make our memories and we share them with whoever wants to watch. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And that's one reason we started our channel was I wanted to do some of the cooking stuff early on. And then we went into the travel part and I was like, you know, we're going to get older here and can't do this as much. And then Anthony at least would have these memories. And then maybe he could take this channel and run with it. He can change the name up to whatever he wants to do down the road. But, you know, when I was his age, we didn't travel near as much as he's getting to do right now. So we wanted him to be able to, number one, go back and look at those memories. And in your situation with your 2 sons and your wife, they want to go back and look at that down the road and just run with it themselves, you know?
I tell you what, this YouTube has been a real saving grace for a lot of us, especially this past year, 2020. One of the things that me personally, I love about YouTube, and it doesn't matter if we have 5 people in chat or we have 20 people in chat. I don't really care. What matters to me and what I really like about it is just the friendships that we've made through YouTube. Like there's people that I've met on YouTube that I've seen more in the past year then I've seen people that live here in Oklahoma.
Same way with us.
Yeah.
And what makes it even great, Danny, and I think you guys are part of a meetup. Maybe you'll talk about that a little bit, but you guys have been part of a couple meetups.
Right.
And like we're going on the Lolita Loca cruise in October, and we've met a lot of people in these live events and these chats and Marco Polos that it's going to feel like we know them already, you know.
Yep.
And I was kind of picking on Raphael with Vizzo Travel yesterday on his show, or a couple of days ago on his show, and said, you know, he was talking about wanting to see Tony, and I was like, "What about me?" And he's like, "Well, I see you all the time in Marco Polo, but I feel like I know you already." Is what he's trying to say, and that's a good thing, you know.
He's actually one of the first people that we met because he lives in Oklahoma as well. So we've met him about 3 times. You guys will never guess the very first YouTuber that we met. You have no idea. You wouldn't think about it for anything. You want to know who it was? Papa Mozo.
Really? Okay.
He was the very first YouTuber that we met. He just started watching our channel, and then all of a sudden he just texted me. He came to town for some medical stuff, and so he was here for I think 3 days. Hung out with the family, and that's when we first met Raphael from Vizzo. He drove down as well.
Okay.
Well, that first day, he and I and Landon and Papa Mozo all went out and ate and hung out. So that was the first time we ever met a fellow YouTuber. It was pretty cool.
So who in the you know, I know you said your kids, you kind of started this channel for your kids and so forth. Is there been anybody in the cruising community or travel community or RV community or just the vacation community that kind of inspired you early on watching videos and saying, you know what, hey, I think I could do that? Or you know, who is there anybody out there? I know you got several partner channels with your current channel, and
Right.
definitely bring those up as well. But did anybody out there that you's like, wow, okay, I think I can do this?
Well, the reason that we first started watching YouTube was that I first started watching YouTube was just because we wanted to see videos of the places that we're getting ready to go to travel to. Like probably most of us, one of the places we were getting ready to go to was Disney. So that's probably where we first started out, was just watching Disney YouTubers. One of the YouTuber channels that I can really think of that I watched a lot was called Touring the Galaxy.
Okay.
And they don't even do anything anymore.
Oh, really? Huh.
But they were one of the ones. It was a father and son. So I related well with them. And they were one of the very first ones that I started watching. And then from them, I just met other, you know, creators, and I started watching them. And then for cruising, we were getting ready to go. Like I mentioned, our first cruise as a family was Carnival Vista in 2019. And I started watching Life with Favor, Robin Favor, and then also EECC Travels. So those are probably the very first 2 that I started watching from cruising.
You've got this is one thing. I think I was talking to Jonathan or Shauna Short about this. We understand there's people in the cruising community. They're like, I don't have kids no more. I don't want to be around kids. And I get that, because we went to an all-inclusive before we had Anthony, and we stayed in the adult-only section.
Right.
So we totally understand that. It was awesome. Yeah, with no kids around, running around. But that's one thing that kind of draw us to like EECC or what was the one that had the young girl? Sea Cruisers or something, see something. And EECC and then like Sharing at Seas, you know, with Matthew.
Right.
But those kids now are getting older.
Right.
So, I mean, you can go back and look at some of their older videos, but they're becoming young adults, or they're getting to the point where they're getting ready to graduate and go to college.
Yep.
So some of these channels, like your channel, or maybe even Anthony or the Shorts, or some of these other families or YouTubers that have kids, there's going to be people that want to go out there that, you know, Carnival is considered the fun ship. And I think they have a great family environment for kids in Camp Ocean, but they're going to need to go out there and see these YouTube creators that have kids. So there's an excellent opportunity there to kind of be a little bit of both in a way, in my opinion. But
absolutely.
But I look for other YouTubers that have kids. I'll do a search in there like kids review of Carnival Magic or kids review of Carnival Ecstasy, or I mean, I'll do stuff like that just to see know the kid's perspective, so I can let Anthony watch that. And just like you with your Landon and your other son, people probably do that, you know?
Right. That's what I do a lot of, no matter where we go, is at the end, I'll ask a lot of our videos, I'll ask his opinion, Landon's opinion, to give it, and like what age group he would recommend or whatever. And if he would recommend it to others, if it was fun and stuff like that. So that's a really good idea. Something that we really need to make sure that we do every time.
So, what is with part of your land-based vacations? You told us about the Carnival. So you've been on one cruise so far, right? And I guess you guys liked it, or you've been on a couple now?
Well, personally, I've been on 3.
Okay.
When I graduated college, my grandpa actually took me on an Alaskan cruise as my graduation present. So that was cool. And then we had some friends that lived down in Texas, and they got married on the Carnival Conquest, and their honeymoon was the cruise. So we went with them on that. So that was my second. And then the third one was this one in 2019 with Kimberly and the boys. The 4 of us have only been on one together though, yes.
Okay. So hey, that's plenty of YouTube video coming up right on the cruise you break down the road.
Yes.
So tell us some of your I've seen some of your videos with land-based vacations.
Right.
What is y'all's favorite as a family? What's been your favorite vacation? Maybe name a couple of them that you really enjoyed that were not cruise related, because we had the pandemic and for the last 16 months we haven't been able to do anything. But what are some other vacation spots that you guys liked or enjoyed?
Well, the last year, I was 34 years old, Mike, before I even went to Disney World.
I was 42.
There you go. See, my very first time.
42 years old.
And since November, since Thanksgiving, we've been twice.
All right.
So you wait 34 years to go once, and then you go twice within like 6 months. So that's one. And then another one, my family, we really enjoy nature. We really enjoy being outdoors. So one of the things that we try to do at least every other year is get to a national park. We love the national parks. And then everybody that knows me and everybody that's in chat that knows me, you guys know that I consider my home away from home Branson, Missouri.
Right. And that's maybe you can talk about it a little bit. I think, I don't know if you're part of that or not. Isn't there a meetup coming up soon?
Yeah, August 27th to 29th. That's part of the Rayleigh Creative Travel World Tour. They're
the world tour of
they're getting their home, and they're going on like a 2,000-mile road trip. Their ultimate goal is to get up to Montana. That's where Blaine's brother-in-law lives. And on August 27th to 29th, they're going to be in Branson, Missouri, and we're going to have a meetup there. And the Facebook group is called just Branson Meetup. You guys can join and just contact Blaine if you plan to go. I think he's got quite a few people coming. A lot of them are from the RV community, so that's cool.
So yeah, if anybody's in here that is around, lives not too far, or can drive down from or up or down or sideways to Branson, Missouri. You said that's in August again?
August 27th to 29th. And one of the things that's really cool about Branson is that I read somewhere that like 3/4 of the United States can get to Branson within a day's drive because of its central location. 18 hours or less, almost 3/4 of the country can get there in that amount of time. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard, it's really because we're getting ready to go up to Dollywood, up to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Right. And I heard that, Branson is like really awesome. Yeah, it's really awesome with shows and restaurants and events. And what's the big park there? Is it
Silver Dollar City?
Silver Dollar City, yeah.
Silver Dollar City and Dollywood have the same ownership. The only difference is that Dolly's a part owner of Dollywood. That's it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Miss Betsy says that's a cool fact. And here, Rayleigh's got it right here. So if anybody's interested on that, they got a group page already started up. Just click on that link or copy and paste it if you want to go out and meet a bunch of creators and RVers and travel enthusiasts. It sounds like it's going to be a great meetup.
Great time.
Yeah, it does. So do you have any current, I know you got this trip lined up, and I know it's right at the tail end and cruising's getting ready to start back up. Have you guys have any cruises or any vacations planned coming up?
Not as of right now. This Branson meetup is the one. My wife is pretty deep into work right now. Like she does like accounting kind of stuff, and she has like quarter close and stuff like that. So July is a very busy month for her. But we did last week. Landon and I drove down to Fort Worth, Texas. Magnificent Germany with Darren. He and his family were on a road trip. So we went down and met up with them, and I took Landon to Six Flags and stuff like that. So that was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
And then today, we have a theme park here in Oklahoma City that's actually owned by Six Flags now. So I took him out there. That was the first time I'd been there since Adric was about 4 years old. So it's been like 10 to 12 years since I've even been out there. So that was really cool. But as far as cruising, maybe spring break next year. I don't know. We don't have anything set right now.
Yeah, we're actually looking at next. We got one in October, but we're looking at April during spring break. Hey, we may need to tell you about that if you guys are interested. But we're looking at either, we hadn't made our mind up yet. We're looking at either the NCL Escape or the Carnival Magic. Both of those are going out of, let me make sure I get that right. I think they're both going out of Port Canaveral. There's another one going out of Miami. I can't remember the name of it. It's another NCL that we may go, but we like the ports it's at, and it's a little different. So we've never went on NCL, but we have next August we're going on the Lolita Loca Alaska cruise.
There you go.
That's in 2020.
We're supposed to be there right now, man, but it got canceled. We were going to go on that.
We were supposed to be there too, I think. Was you on the Lolita Loca's plan for this year?
I don't think so. I don't know. It was an 11-day cruise out of San Francisco to Alaska.
Yeah, that's not the one we were on. Ours was.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it does sound great. But yeah, I see Sherry Awesome Sunsets in her now. She was planning on being at that meetup too in Branson, right?
Oh yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So is Landon available? Or are we going to get to ask Landon some questions? I don't know if Anthony's around or not.
Come on.
This might be an awkward moment with Anthony trying to ask Landon questions.
I don't know. We can pry him.
So
down here.
Landon did really good job. Hey, Landon, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Oh, you look real thrilled. Daddy must have pulled you by the ear.
Excited.
Yeah, Daddy pulled you by the ear to get you on the screen, right? So you did an awesome job, and we heard a lot of compliments whenever Jenny and Tony were on here, and you asked them questions. You remember that?
What do you
remember?
say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did a really awesome job. Had some great questions, and I'm trying to remember. There was an odd animal that you asked them. What was their favorite animal? And you said, "Wait a minute, don't tell me. Was it a wolverine or something? It was something. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. You remember what it was?"
No.
He said his favorite animal was. It was. I don't think it was a badger. A honey badger. Was it a honey badger?
There you go.
All right. So hey,
I'm impressed.
I
with your
remembered.
memory.
Yeah, I went back and watched the video today.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
didn't. No, I didn't. Hey, we got a super chat in there. Hey, how you
Thank
doing?
you,
Thank
Paul
you, Mr.
Vines.
Paul Vines. Thank you. Yeah, it is a great choice with Landon and Danny and Griswold Family Vacay. They have a lot of trivia and do a lot for the community and try to entertain people and give people a place to come and hang out and have fun. We enjoy their channel as well. So we're trying to get our son down here.
And he's not responding to
And
me.
he's probably watching something on TV. You know, he's definitely not watching us. But maybe we can ask you a few questions,
Yes.
Landon. And if you have any questions, chat for Mr. Landon, please ask them, and I will. Okay, somebody's already asked a question. Do we get a joke of the night with Landon? Can you
Go ahead and
back
ask
to your memory bank
one.
and think of a joke that you could give us?
He's got one.
Wait.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't remember it. I'm trying to get it back in. Oh yeah. How come you can never watch a full movie? Well, why can you never watch a full movie?
Okay, so why can you never watch a full movie, chat? Why can you never watch a full movie?
Landon likes honey badgers.
Because you have a half popcorn, or what would that be? Why can you never watch a full movie?
Jeez,
Is it- anybody in the chat got a guess on that?
I'm just looking at Blaine's comment right there.
You got to watch Blaine. You got to watch
Landon
him.
likes honey badgers.
Landon like honey badgers. Dad likes beavers. Okay, I like beaver nuggets too.
Jeez.
All right. So Meg W says, "Why not?"
Look at what Mark said because he has.
Let's see what else it said right here. I'm a little bit late on my comments on the StreamYard. For me, it's because I had to pee, right, Betsy? Snacks don't last the entire movie or movie. I'm just messing with you, Chris. See in the world, Chris. Welcome
I fall
in.
asleep every time.
Yeah, Michelle falls asleep all the time. Yeah, you're right, honey. Let's see. Betsy always has to pee during her live. Okay. All right. We're falling off the rails real quick. All right. So I don't think we have an answer here. Yeah. Betsy already says I always have to pee. So Landon, what's the answer?
Because of blinking.
See, that was a cerebral one though. That was what made you think a little bit. See, I'm too old and it's late today. I can't think like that.
You just made that up like 2 days ago.
Oh, did you? Let me ask you one, Landon. And I remember this as a kid. And this is going way back in time. What is red and green and goes 100 miles per hour?
It's on
What is red and green and goes 100 miles per hour? Anybody in the chat remember this as a kid? This was one of those schoolyard jokes that you used to tell each other 40 plus years ago.
Is it some type of car you said? I don't know.
Was it buffering? Somebody says I missed the answer. The answer to the previous one, Landon, was what? Because I'm always blinking, or you're blinking?
Because of blinking.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the previous answer. So now I asked Landon, what goes 100 miles per hour and is red and green? All right, I'm gonna give you the answer.
Wait.
It's a what?
No, wait.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me, Landon.
Is it Christmas? Red and green are the colors of Christmas.
No, I'm going to feel really bad when I tell you the answer to this now because I hope you. Yeah. It was a frog in a blender.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What is red and green and goes 100 miles per hour? It's a frog in a blender.
You like that?
Paul Bynes got it. He remembers back in the day, a frog in a blender.
You like that?
You want to come over and ask us some questions?
That's hilarious.
come on, riddles.
No, just ask some questions. You can ask Mr. Landon some questions. Now, Anthony's 10, about to turn 11. How old are you, Landon? Come on over here, Anthony.
How old? You know how old you are. Oh, come on, just say it.
Eight.
He's 8. Yeah.
Ask him about flying.
So, Mr. Anthony wants to ask you some questions about some videos we saw because Anthony's getting ready to do this as well. Okay, this is really awkward.
I don't know any questions.
Just how did you like flying for the first time?
How did you like flying for the first time?
Great question, Anthony.
It was good.
Okay.
Were you ever scared?
You weren't scared? Was I scared? No, I was not.
So, yeah, in October, we booked the flights for the second time last night. So, Anthony gets to fly for the first time from Raleigh down to Orlando in October. So, that's going to be his first time doing it. So, we thought about asking, Landon, was you scared? What did you think about it? Did it make you sick? Did it bother you at all?
Short flight, huh?
Yeah.
It was actually, we flew from Dallas there to Orlando. It was only like a 2-hour flight. It's very short. So, it's probably even shorter than that for you guys.
Yeah, ours is an hour and a half.
Yep.
So how did you feel when the plane took off, Landon?
Well, it felt like powder keg at Silver Dollar City, kind of.
Okay.
Felt like powdered keg at Silver Dollar City. One of the
It goes 65 miles per hour,
yeah.
Wow.
This roller coaster just like shoots off from 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds.
At Six Flags, we rode a roller coaster that goes 85 miles per hour.
That's true.
Oh, wow. Hey, so Miss Betsy's got a question for both of you. Maybe Landon, you can answer this first, and then Anthony goes second. But Miss Betsy is saying, what is the scariest thing either one of you have had to do? Landon, you remember something the scariest thing you've had to do?
Hey, get over here so they can see your face. There you go.
Hey, hey, Anthony, I think Honey's got a shirt on. I don't know. It's not a Marco Polo, but I hope you got your shirt on, Honey, on the beach life. He's saying hello to you, right?
Do you
I
know?
was giving him a hard time about that.
I'm trying to think.
Anthony, if you know, go ahead, because I don't think he has any idea.
Oh, I know it. I know one.
Okay, go ahead.
Look at my dad.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, he got you on a zinger there, Danny.
Wow!
The scariest thing he's ever had to do, that might be a joke of the night thing. The scariest thing I've ever had to do is look at my dad.
It's not a joke.
Landon, stop.
What'd he say?
What?
What'd he say?
It's not a joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, you got anything?
The scariest thing I ever spider.
Spiders are pretty scary.
And it was a big, huge black one.
What about the time we went up the ski lift up at Anakista?
Okay, that's the scariest thing I've
That
ever
was
done.
pretty scary. You got that little jittery feeling in your feet and stuff. That thing started stopping and starting and
vibrating.
I got a little scared.
Well, I
Have
want
you ever been on a ski lift before, Landon?
You've been on a ski lift before?
Wait, have I?
Remember that thing that takes you up to the top of the mountain? You've been on one at Colorado. Estes Park. No.
So Miss Sherry's got a question for Landon. What is your favorite part of the summer vacation you just got back from?
Okay, it's this theme park at Colorado. It's called like Santa's Workshop, Santa City. Whatever.
Santa's Workshop? That's cool.
It's in Colorado Springs. It's actually on Pikes Peak. And it's a theme park that my parents actually took me to when I was a little kid. And we went once, and we weren't going to go this trip. And then all of a sudden, he just mentioned it like on the second to last day. So the last day before we came home, we took them there. And anyway, this theme park is just, the whole thing is just devoted to Christmas. So all the rides and everything are Christmas themed and Christmas based.
I'll tell you the worst thing. The national parks. There was no internet.
You didn't like the national park because there's no internet?
There was no internet.
That's called nature, right? So you didn't like the nature. So we got JP. Janice here is asking, do you like the window seat on a plane or just like a regular seat?
Window seat.
Yeah, you've always had the window. It's a lot of fun, Anthony, to look out and just kind of see. If you're not afraid, are you afraid of heights?
On the window.
If you're not afraid of heights, it's a lot of fun to look out the window and just kind of see it, what you're flying. It also helps your time go by faster as well.
No, you see, I'm a crazy one, so yeah, you can have normal.
So Josh says, I love Pikes Peak. So he's been there before. And then we got another question. What is the funniest place, the funnest place Anthony and Landon has been before? What's the most funnest place you've ever been to?
Do you know? Place you've been where you've had the most fun?
Most fun place you've ever been for?
Okay, so today was my first time going there. It's Frontier City.
Frontier City, you really liked it? Cool.
I guess so. It's that theme park I was telling y'all about that is owned by Six Flags now. We have here in Oklahoma City. I had a great time there. Anthony?
I don't know.
And that's still the most fun
Hey,
place.
let him talk. You already answered.
Whatever.
What ifs? So, funnest place you've ever been? Like, hey, Margaritaville.
That's the
Margarita.
I think he liked the
No, it just
music
came out of my mouth.
and the pool, or Amber Cove. You liked Amber Cove pretty good too.
I like Amber Cove.
In Margaritaville, this is a true story, and it was on our vlogs.
What?
You had to get out of the pool because somebody let a floater.
No,
Yeah.
Lord.
Somebody let a floater in the pool at Grand Turk at the Margaritaville, so he had to get out of the pool for 2 hours.
Somebody pooped in the pool. Yes.
Yeah, there's a place up in Cherokee called Santa Land that is like a Santa-based place. They got little.
Oh, yeah?
coasters. They got Santa, and also I remember you saying, Danny, that you love the Outer Banks of North Carolina, didn't you?
Oh, man, that's my favorite place to be at the ocean by far. We went
Outer
one
Banks.
time. We stayed in Kill Devil Hills.
Yes.
It was beautiful. I loved it there.
And one other thing I think that you like that I really dislike is the Duke Blue Devils.
Oh,
I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan. I know you're a Coach K fan. I know he has wrote you plenty of times, and he's nice to your school kids. But I've sat behind his bench at a Wake Forest and Duke basketball game, and parents were covering their kids' ears because of the verbiage coming out of his mouth.
Jeez.
But
you just ruined my whole childhood. Thanks, Mike.
He's a great coach. He's a great coach. I have to admit, he's maybe the greatest of all time. And Carolina Duke basketball is not going to be the same with the next year after that with him and Roy Williams not being there.
I didn't even know Roy had left or was leaving. I had no idea.
What pets do Landon?
Yeah, it was a sudden thing. But somebody's asking, what pets do you have, Landon?
Pomchi.
Yeah, Pomchi.
Bear.
But if it depends on what kind of pets you're talking about. If it's like a stuffed animal, then you have the billion.
It's a real animal.
Right.
Lane said somebody made some baby Ruths in that Margaritaville pool. Yeah. I thought somebody like peed in it or something, and then I went and talked to somebody. I think it was really just a scam by Margaritaville to get people out to buy more food and more alcohol and more drinks. And people were buying food and drinks like crazy, and nobody was in the pool, and everybody was buying Jello shots and everything else. And
Yeah, they were partying hard.
yeah, they were partying hard.
Jeez.
So that happened to Mike and the kids at the water park. Yeah, I mean
that's why we don't go to our water park here.
Oh, you don't?
No, it used to be called Whitewater. All right, it was called Whitewater. Now it's called Hurricane Harbor since Six Flags bought it. But growing up in high school and stuff like that, we always called it Yellow Water.
Now, Anthony, what did you think of Volcano Bay? You went to Volcano Bay recently at Universal.
That may happen.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Volcano Bay was awesome down at Universal. If
That's
y'all ever
cool.
go to Universal, I know you like the Disney thing, but if you ever go to the Universal part, they had the Fearless River. I can't remember the name of it, the actual name of it.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Is it like a lazy river kind of thing?
Except it wasn't lazy.
It's a lazy river on steroids.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's not so lazy. It moves pretty quick. But
Nice.
they have a regular lazy river too. But this one was called the Fearless River, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Mike about drowned.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
That was probably the funniest thing.
Yeah, they were laughing at me because I was drinking water nonstop. I mean,
Yeah.
just like gurgling water.
There's
Yes,
a lot of things
y'all
that
should go
happen.
back and watch that video because that is that's funny.
All right, so it looks like we're down to
Oh my
the
gosh.
last 5 minutes. I mean, time's
What
flown by.
happened?
I want to leave it the last few minutes here with you, Danny and Landon. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody or everybody? About your channel, what's going on, what nights you come on, and all that good information. Again, we have Landon and Danny's channel pinned at the very top here, Griswold Family Vacay. So if you're not subbed to that channel, please do so. It's also in the description. Sub to their channel. They got some good stuff on there, some good trivia, some vacations. You get to see Mr. Landon in action and the whole family. But yeah, go ahead, Danny. Please.
First thing we want to say again is just
bye.
what do you tell them for having you on the show? What do you? He said, "Thank you for having him on."
I can see Anthony doing right. Bye. See you.
And
Good deal.
I want to thank you guys for having us on as your guest as well. It's great getting to talk to you, Anthony. And our shows, our live streams are on Wednesday nights.
All right, I was just kidding.
Since it's summer now, our trivia starts at 11 o'clock Eastern time because there's a lot of people that go up to that time. So we're trying not to step on as many toes. So we start a little bit later, which kind of hurts us for people on the East Coast. But during the summer, we do it at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Our trivia is Wednesday nights. And then we have a Facebook group called Griswold Family Vacay Traveling with Kids. And that's where I put the poll for you guys to go in and vote for whatever next week's trivia topic is. So I don't pick the trivia topics. You guys do. And Saturdays at 10 o'clock Eastern, we do just a hangout show where we just get together. I have people, anybody's invited to come up on panel and hang out with us. And we just play some games. And this guy tells us jokes, and we just have a good time. And so thank you, Mike, for joining us the last time when we had our barbecue talk. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I had to leave after the first hour and a half because of we get up early to go to church. But
Right.
I was looking at your views today, and there was a lot of people watched that one. So
Right.
yeah, late at night, 11 o'clock, check them out. Y'all got to, check you out anyway. Watch the replays. Really good to see. Be pleased right here. Mike says the trivias are a lot of fun. He enjoys it.
And then
Here's another link
videos.
to your channel.
We have videos coming out maybe once or twice a week of our travels. Right now, we're starting to get into our 17-day vacation that we just got back from a couple weeks ago. So check those out as well, please.
Cool deal.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're going to say goodnight to you. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, guys.
Definitely have to do it again. Good job, Landon.
So thank you.
Thank you.
What do you tell Anthony? Nice to. Come on, you know what to say.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. So, hey, yeah, hit up Danny Griswold with Griswold Family Vacay. You see the character Landon is. He
is a character.
He's hilarious. He comes on there. You never know when he's coming on their shows. They're so fun. What a fun family. Great family. And his oldest son does I think the editing and the production on it. I forgot to mention that, or I forgot to ask that, but that is really cool and very impressive. Good to see the kids on the show a little bit tonight too. So, we love you guys. We thank you.
Yes, thank y'all so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I always try to say it at the end of every week. Be the light in this dark world. You never know if somebody's having a bad day. Be the salt of this earth. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next week, I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, Spikers Crazy Adventures. They'll be on next Thursday, so be looking for that. And I got to say good night. Bye.